Well, hello there, Cancer. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. So today we are doing your October career and money reading. So this is actually good from now until about mid-November, hard to believe. So about for the next 5 or 6 weeks. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's take a look at what you have. Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion, and it's the number 2, letting you know that you are co-creating, with spirit. You could also be having, a business partner or somebody coming in that you are going to have an alliance with in order to take your career or financial stability to the next level. And then we also have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Yeah, I really like this. I feel like for a lot of you, you have somebody coming onto your path that is going to help you on the next portion of breaking this trail. A lot of times, sometimes we have to break trail by ourselves, but I feel as if you either have somebody that is coming onto your path to help you break this trail, or it could be that you are really working with your spirit guides at this time in how to, kind of go break through something that has been either holding you back, or for some of you, I feel like you may be starting a new business or breaking out on your own. So say you work for somebody now, kind of breaking out, starting your own business, or if you have a business partner, you may be separating from that person in order to go your own way. So really kind of exciting energy. Okay, and yet at the same time, I feel like this is a lot of work. This is part of your transformation. Really, wow. And look at your spirit guides and angels are with you. I mean, this is underneath, allowing you to know, oh my goodness. For some of you, you could truly be starting like a spiritual business, a breaking free of, like traditional careers in order to go onto a spiritual path, using your spiritual gifts to go in this new direction. For some of you, you may not be necessarily quitting, a job that you have right now, because you may still need that financial stability to carry you through until this grows enough to be your primary business. But it's almost as if you're taking your time and energy away from something that is really just something temporary on your path, so that you can put more time and energy in going in a new direction. For some of you, you could be going back to school even, kind of, sometimes, when we're in school, we have to take part-time jobs or take jobs that just help to pay the bills. It's not really something that we plan to do for a long time, but it helps us to get where we need to be, right? So it's kind of like, it's a little bit of that energy. Yeah, wow, lovely. King of Wands. Oh my gosh, because, Cancer, this is a spiritual path. The King of Wands is a spiritual leader. Somebody that actually, this is breaking trail, right? The King of Wands is that energy. He knows, and gender doesn't matter, but it's kind of this energy of knowing that you have to go your own way. The King of Wands definitely is passionate, is going in a new direction. He knows nobody may follow him for some time. He's okay with that, because he's like, I know the path ahead for me. I know my truth, and I'm going to step into it. Playing your drum, playing the music that you want to play on your drum, right? And it's kind of like, okay, I'm going forward. I know eventually that the universe is behind me, that they will help the people that need to hear my message, that need to hear what I have to say, to share the people that I would like to share my gifts with. They will come onto my path. All I have to do is trust in the universe. So your energy right now is this transformation. You know, you have the Six of Cups here. It's kind of like making peace with the past, and yet at the same time moving forward with kind of these fond memories of knowing that you have had to drop the burdens of something, of holding on to you know, maybe a traditional way of life. For some of you, you could be really changing your way of life, your lifestyle. You know, maybe simplifying your life or changing kind of the direction of, you know, at one time you could have been really focused on making money, holding on to money. And now you're kind of like, okay, I'm dropping the burden of holding on to money and stepping into this energy of really trying to share your gifts and talents with the world. And look at this, you have Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Like things are coming in, are working in your favor, you know, kind of. Things are starting to flow for you. It's really lovely. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. There is some disappointment. Something had to break your heart in order to step onto this path. Now, this happened a while ago. This is not like going to happen, you know, over the next month or something. This had to happen though, in order for you to go deep and to understand what it is that you truly wanted out of the world, and then to be able to step out into the world and offer your new wisdom. This pain that you went through has helped you to step onto your purpose, right? Your path, your spiritual path of understanding that you have spiritual gifts, or you have special creative abilities, talents that you are now ready to share with the world to help bring more light and healing to the world. Now, I feel like a lot of you, because it is a page, you are going to feel like a novice at first, right? You're stepping into something new. You have the breaking trail, the King of Wands. You're passionate about this. You're inspired. You're motivated. Okay. But at the same time, there's a little bit of doubt, right? Because you're kind of like, I'm a novice. This is something new. I don't know if I'm really prepared. You know, I'm coming in as a page. Can I do this? But what is really propelling you at this time is your passion, your love, your desire to feel fulfilled in your work. So once again, some of you could be going back to school. You know, you could be feeling a little bit like, well, I'm going backwards because I'm going back to school. But it's something you may need to do in order to go in a new direction later, right? In order to truly step into your Queen of Wands energy. I said Queen of Wands, really interesting because it's the King of Wands. But I feel as if there's that energy again of somebody coming in onto your path. I feel like this new path that you're taking is going to lead you to a true, authentic, romantic partner. If you're single at this time and maybe not even really looking to have love in your life, there's this indication that this new path that you are taking is going to help lead you to a new romantic partner, somebody that sees you for who you are, that has maybe also gone through a similar type of path. So the two of you are like parallel right now, but eventually you'll come together. I'm keeping this career and money, but that is kind of a little bit of a side note. For some of you, I think that is coming out because a lot of times when we step onto our a spiritual path, leaving a traditional way of life, perhaps. A lot of times we are afraid to really start sharing our spiritual gifts with the world, because when we do, we feel like, you may have had a lot of people leave your life, and you're concerned that you'll never have romantic love again in your life. So I feel like that message is coming out, especially for some of you that may feel like, well, if I go on this new path, will I ever find, a true love companion to be with again in the future? And the answer is yes, you will. This path is helping you to find romantic love. Once again, maybe not right away, but on this path. So the obstacle that you have over the next, 4 to 6 weeks is, really staying in your heart space. I feel with the status quo, you may feel a little bit stuck for some reason for a little bit, but staying in your heart space. This is really a time for you to go within. to understand that you are working with spirit in order to learn exactly how to break trail, to getting more information about the path that is ahead. Sometimes we are put in what we call the void, right? Kind of a little bit of a time period where we feel stagnant, like things are not moving forward, not progressing, right? We can get a little bit frustrated with that. You may already be feeling this a little bit. It's interesting. I think it was Virgo had a little bit of an energy of being stuck between the full moon in Aries and then the new moon in Scorpio, which is in like 2 weeks. So it's mid-November, early mid-November. You may have that same kind of energy, like you don't feel like things are really progressing, but it's really a time for you to just kind of rest and relax, to stay in your heart space, to take really good care of yourself. The Queen of Cups spends a lot of time with self-care, meditating, exercising, eating good foods, just really taking really good care of yourself. Yeah, because look, up until this point right now, over the next couple of weeks or so, you could feel very discontented with life. It's the status quo. Like, is this really what my life is going to be like? You could be kind of dwelling on questions like that. And Spirit is asking you, this is for you to kind of like build your muscle of understanding, of believing in yourself, of knowing that you are on the right path, that you are in this process of breaking trail, really taking good care of yourself, knowing that the progress might be slow at this time, but it's to help you to actually graduate from the Queen of Cups into the Empress energy, of loving yourself enough that you are in this process of building the life that you really want, of allowing those wonderful new things to come onto your path. Because your advice here is to be optimistic. There is very soon going to be time to take action. I feel like this is not a time of action. And once again, I feel like maybe around the new moon in Scorpio, and I'm not sure of the date of that, but I don't know, it's early, it may even be in late October. Interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. So there's this energy of wait, stay optimistic. There is going to be time for you to take action very soon, like within the next couple of weeks. And when that time comes, all right, you want to be rested. You want to be relaxed. You want to be in good health, right? You want to take really good care of yourself. So when this kind of breaks open, there's going to be a lot of action. You're ready to do it. Yeah, you're going to have the clarity. This clarity is coming in, it's taken some time for you to get the clarity, the actual clarity of where you're going with this, right? For some of you, it could be that if you are waiting to hear, say, once again, you've applied to a college or some type of a program to get some kind of certification, maybe you want to get some Reiki training or something like that. You could be hearing, okay, from them sometime in, October, early November, hearing news that, okay, yes, you've been waiting for a while, but finally you get the news. Okay, I am on my way. I am going to be able to move forward. For some of you, it could be even, a job offer. It could be hearing information about getting an investment, an investor that wants to invest in your business or something. You're going to get some clarity that you are going in the right direction. This path is opening up for you. And it's after a long time of having to defend yourself, of kind of standing up for yourself. Suddenly, this path opens up for you. You're no longer going to have any doubt. Yeah, for a long, I really feel like you're going to have like a week or two, Cancer, not to worry. I think you're going to have a week or two where you're kind of like looking at the past, kind of sad about how things are happening for you. You're not really sure, am I on the right path? It's a little bit of a sense of self-doubt, right? and then the wheel turns for you. Look at this, and you have the Two of Cups. I really do feel like some of you may have a business partner coming in or a true love coming in. You have the King of Pentacles. Suddenly, it's almost as if everything kind of falls into place for you. So not to lose hope at all when you kind of hit that little bit of a void, and I've been there. It's really kind of difficult. You start kind of questioning yourself. So stay in your heart space during that time. Take good care of yourself and know that you have wonderful things headed your way in a very short amount of time. And I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, let's take a look at your soul truth card. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Okay, so it says the expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. And that kind of really does come back to this Five of Cups that you had on the bottom, right? Because sometimes we expect things to come in much quicker than they are. We expect people or situations to kind of fall into line, is what they're saying, fall into line. But we have to realize everybody has free will. The universe is having things work out for you, for your highest good. It's about kind of like trusting that, knowing that you are working with spirit, that spirit is on your side. The universe is backing you. You only have to trust during this little bit of a void. And no longer kind of look at what you have lost, but turn and look at what you still have. Be grateful for what you still have. And just focus on that as much as you can. They're kind of like, I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety, like in my heart chakra. It's okay. It's kind of like just breathe, spend time outside, meditating, walking in nature, maybe journaling at this time. Just understand. And, the other message I'm getting is that for some of you, you may have financially lost a lot. The economy globally is, kind of in a downturn at this time. You could be looking at a lot of financial stability that you had in your life. It doesn't mean that you've lost everything, but you may feel a little bit like you're not financially as stable as you were before. So it's kind of like you're kind of focusing on that. Well, when you focus on that, the problem is you get more of this. And it also helps to raise your anxiety, because I am really feeling very anxious. So I feel like I'm really called to deliver that message that by turning, okay, and when I feel like this, because we all go through these cycles, right? It's kind of like I just keep making lists of things that I'm grateful for, things that I still have in my life. Sure, I may have lost a lot, but I focus on what I still have in my life. And when we focus on that, it seems like the anxiety kind of like dissipates, and we feel more grateful, we feel more positive, and we feel more grateful and positive, more joy comes into our life, right? Where you'll tend to vibrate at a much higher level. And when you're vibrating at a higher level, you can bring in those things that you are really, kind of wanting. Yeah, they're pointing out to me, you're in the Queen of Cups, you're trying to take good care of yourself and everything, but whatever is kind of like transpiring at this time, trying to hear news from a school, or you're looking at your bank account and things are not looking as great as you wanted them to. It's kind of like, okay, rise up to the Empress energy. The Empress is very grateful for everything she has, because she knows when she is in that grateful energy, she is only showered with more from the universe. And it's kind of like interesting, because as I have been talking, that energy in my heart chakra is kind of like dissipating. So really and truly try that as much as you can. I know it's really difficult when you're feeling anxious. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I really do appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.